So this video is for you if you've been sat at your desk for a long time and you feel like you need a break, or you just feel in need of a stretch and you don't want to get onto the floor. Have a chair, sit towards the front of the chair so you can get both feet flat, and then let's try and sit with a nice long spine. From here we'll just take some shoulder rolls, drawing the shoulders back, finding that movement into the joints. It might crunch, it might click a little bit. And then we can make that a little bit bigger and do the same with the right arm. And then the same with the left arm. It's always nice to take the shoulders back, particularly if you've been rounding forwards at your desk. Do 2 more of those. And then gently release. So from here, dropping the arms down, we're going to take your right ear to your right shoulder and start to feel a stretch to the left side of the neck. And we can let that left arm be heavy. Take your right hand just behind the left ear and apply a little bit of pressure down, just to increase the stretch, but no force, very gentle pressure. If you know you carry a heavy bag on one side, or have a phone under your ear, more one side, or even carry a heavy child on one side, you might find one side of your neck is tighter than the other. Come back up, release the arm, drop left ear to left shoulder, not the other way around. See how it feels on the right side, and just take the hand behind the ear and apply a little bit of pressure downwards. Gently come back to the middle, release and roll the shoulders back again. Noticing any differences around the shoulders now we've released the neck a bit. Releasing the arms down, taking a breath, lifting the left arm. You can hold the chair or you can let the right arm hang, and we take a side bend. Leaning into it, opening that side of the body. See how far down you can reach with the hand if you're not holding on. Come back to the middle. Release down, switch it over, lifting up, and then we take that side bend over to the other side. Trying to keep both sides of your bottom on the chair, reaching down a little bit further. Coming back up, sitting up tall. Take your right hand to hold on to the back of the chair. Left hand to the thigh. We sit up tall and then we take a twist, looking over the shoulder, trying to release all the way along the spine, but particularly in between those shoulder blades. Come back to the middle and let's do the same the other way. Holding on, hand to the thigh, sitting up tall, finding that twist. You might be a little bit tighter on one side than the other, so never force it. But if you can, if you feel it release, go a little further round. Come back to the middle. Separating the shoulder blades, reaching the arms forwards, pushing the backs of the hands forwards, tucking the chin in. Let's get a nice stretch across the upper back. Then we release, take the hands to the chair, lift the chin, lift the chest, reach the body forwards and open to the front of the body. So it's a good one to do throughout your day if you're sat at your desk every hour or so. Just take your body back the other way. Gently release, taking a breath, lifting the arms, reaching towards the ceiling, arching back. As you exhale, bring the hands to the legs and just roll forwards. Inhale, coming up, reaching up, leaning back. Exhale, coming forwards. Do that twice more through, just getting a bit more movement through the lower back now. Now the next time you take your hands to the knees, take the feet a bit wider and you can come down, you can take your elbows to the thighs, or you can let the arms hang and just let the head be heavy. Whatever works for you.
Stay for a few breaths and you may find that the back releases and you can go a little deeper into the stretch. And then hands come to the thigh and we come back up. So we're going to stretch out your hips a little, stepping your feet in. We'll take the right foot onto your left thigh. Now if that isn't accessible for you, you can slide out your left leg and then just have the foot slightly lower down. So whatever feels better for you. We hold onto the chair, sit up tall, and then lean forwards and find that stretch around the hip and the thigh. Taking it a little bit further. Gently up you come, and we'll change sides. So same thing, taking the modification if you need it. Left foot onto right thigh. Sit up tall and lean forwards. And see how it feels on that side, outside of the leg, going round into the bottom. Slowly come up and do the legs. So you're going to sit sideways on the chair and sort of let your bottom hang off one side. So you've got one side of your bottom on the chair, one side off, and we take that leg and just start to wiggle the foot back. So we want to stretch out into the front of the hip. If you've been sat for a long time, you get quite tight in the front of the hip, it gets very short there. So reaching back, bending the knee, and then leaning back. And as you lean back, you should get that stretch a little bit more to hip and thigh. Slowly come back up. We'll change it over. We'll go round to the other side, sitting the bottom there, and then wiggling that foot back. Find the position that's right for you and then lean into it and stretch front of the hip and thigh again. And then we release, undo. Okay, so bring yourself up to standing and you want to turn the seat to face you. Have the hands to the chair, bend your right knee, step your left foot back and just go back far enough that you can find a stretch to the calf and you can get that back heel into the mat. Pressing the knee or into the carpet or whatever you're on. Pressing the weight back through that left leg, bending the front knee. Stretching out the calf. And then keep that back heel down. Start to straighten the front leg. Now it might not want to go particularly straight, so you just work with the range of movement that you have. But once you're to your maximum without force, we just square up the hips. So if you draw your right hip back, your left hip forwards, you should get a little bit more focus to the back of that thigh. And then bend the front knee, step the back foot in. Let's change it over. So left knee bent, right foot steps back, pressing the heel down, finding your calf stretch. And then from there, start to straighten the front leg, go gently. It might not want to go completely straight. Just see what works for you. And then square up the hips. So draw back through the left, slightly forwards through the right. We'll just bend the front knee, step the feet in, and we'll stretch out the back. So we're going to walk the feet back. It's up to you how far back you go. Start to take the weight back, hands to the chair, letting the head drop, and just lengthen backs of the legs, spine, and all the way along the arms. And then carefully lift the head, walk back in, and we can turn the chair back around. Sitting back where you were before. Hopefully you are feeling a little bit more energized and ready for the rest of your day. Well done.